Okay, we are here for the discussion slash review, whatever you want to call it. We're just gonna look back at the episode a bit, try and make sense from what is happening. Because, like I said in the reaction, it makes sense at the same time, but at the same time also doesn't make sense. There's like an air of uncertainty to it. Still, it's so confusing. We're gonna try to make heads from tails, not just try and go too deep, so we can still just experience it as we go and be surprised, not try and figure out too much, but you know what I mean. Anyway, this was so surprisingly okay. Zeke could have easily just activated the euthanization plan, right? But he didn't. He said he's going to be there for Eren in the last episode and try and help him. So he's going to do that first by showing him Grisha's memories once again. Meanwhile, this man doesn't know. He could have maybe assumed that Eren has saw his memories, but Eren has seen the future too. Because apparently the special because each Titan has a special trait. An attack Titan would just be like, oh well, it's powerful all round. It's the attack Titan, it's strong, all that stuff. Apparently, it can see the memories of its future inheritors. So technically, you can see the future, which just sounds insane. And it's not BS. Because if you think about it, we'll get to that part. We're jumping the gun here. Let's just start off with this. So yeah, this was Eren. Yeah, he's going back in the past and showing him dad's memories. He sure looks happy, you know. Someone who casts his previous family and friends into hell, that is, yeah. It almost feels like Zeke. You can understand the way Zeke felt, but it almost felt like he was jumping the gun almost a little bit, or maybe assuming too much. Where obviously, Grisha really did care, obviously, but still, it was. We've seen it happen. It wasn't right of him to treat Zeke that way, and it bit him in the ass. But it's also because he was too focused on restoring Aldia and all that stuff, and lots of it was hanging on Zeke, and he was being disappointed and stuff like that. Like, he did neglect him, so we can't look past that. It happened. But yeah, so you can understand the way Zeke feels. But now at this point in time, I still can't agree with the euthanization plan, but now even like Grisha's almost like feeling that yeah, Zeke has to stop Eren and save it and everything, and at this point they're making it look like lots of people probably see that maybe the euthanization is the best plan and Aldian's dying out, so all of this can stop. Which I'm still not for, but now we have another big problem on our hands, which is Eren once again. Look at it, he's popped up last episode. I almost started praising him or said like, yes man, checkmate. Eren's not going wrong with the plan. Now we learn about all of this about Eren. Now I don't know how to feel about him once again. Why show me this so that you understand brainwashing? I was right on. I kept saying Zeke is incorrect. Eren was not brainwashed. Eren is not a person that, like how we know Eren, what we know of Eren, a person to be brainwashed or lets himself being brainwashed. He does what he wants and believes in, right? And plant the seeds of nationalism in you. Trying to restore Aldia, all that stuff. I'll show you as much as it takes. Be like without anyone chastise you for forgetting your first family. Well, that is sort of unfortunate circumstance. Like I said, you can't look past. He did cheek Zeke badly, and he put him on the back burner while focusing too much on the restoration of Aldia, stuff like that. If you forget about the son he already had, like I said, he is wrong about that. Because even if you forget about the son he already had, yeah, which he didn't forget about Zeke. Dude, Eren was like prepared for all of this. Eren just like, this ain't happening, mate. Eren is just like, even though we thought like Eren got checkmated by Zeke, Eren is still just like actually in control. Because let's be honest, did he see? No, but let's get this straight, right? You can see the memories of the future inheritors, but he can't see his own future technically while he's living it out, right? So I guess you can say he does know how things did turn out by seeing the next inheritor's memories, which means it's going to be inherited again by someone else, because he obviously saw the future and stuff like that. And yeah, it gets confusing. The true him, yeah. He uses power as a doctor to get close to those in power, even though he said that he didn't want to kill people as a doctor, he saves lives. So he still did care about, doing his job as a doctor and whatnot, hunt down the king and steal the Phantom Titan. Lost his family in the ditch to restore Aldia. Back in Mali, it did seem like that at first, because I keep saying the way he treated Zeke, right? But Eren said it to himself. And he was just saying, I get it now, I was wrong. I'm no longer brainwashed. Well, let's face it, Eren wasn't brainwashed in the first place. I think he's just trying to stop this. Maybe didn't want Zeke to see all of this. Because Zeke was surprised a few times. There's some stuff he didn't see. Yes, Kenny. And Zeke was completely surprised by this. He didn't think he found it this early. Well, okay, he found it this early, but he thought he was going to do it right here and now. Wait, Eren didn't see this before. Never mind. Tracked it down this early, so Eren didn't see this. Well, he can't see past memories. Zeke didn't even know what this is. King of the World's hideout, yeah. But he put it on hold. You can see his there, but he's still young there. On the day the walls fell, yeah, he didn't do it here. Wonder if Eren had an influence on this as well. Or due to the fact Grisha sawing future memories. Yeah, Zeke was a bit taken back by this. Yeah, he couldn't believe it. Second son enough to delay his restorationist mission. I don't know if it's exactly that. He learned from his past mistake. Moved exactly. He's still believing Eren is technically brainwashed. Moved exactly how father wanted you to. Meanwhile, I think it was Eren making Grisha move the way he wanted to, in a sense, right? I know it sounds confusing, but like he saw Eren's memories, or he said they, why didn't you show me everything? So do they have control of what they can show them, or I don't know, it's confusing. I saw someone, I know it's probably not that confusing, but it's funny, I saw a tweet, someone saying, you need like a PhD to figure out what the hell was going on in this episode of Attack on Titan. I didn't get spoiled though, it's just a tweet that I saw, which is like, oh shit, we're about to get like our minds thrown around a bit in this episode. Okay, he said, sorry Zeke. Yeah. Zeke got thrown for a loop a few times. Even Eren was surprised here. So one of these times that Grisha almost like knew they were in the room with him is because Eren's memories. Because, like, it feels like I have to keep explaining and saying this the whole time because it's so confusing. Because he can see Eren's future memories, right? So no, but he didn't steal the Titan here yet. Okay, he has the Attack Titan, I'm stupid, sorry. No, it does make sense. So he saw Eren's memories probably of seeing this. Zeke showing him these memories. So he sort of knew they were here. He probably saw this from Eren's perspective. But Eren looks surprised. That's what... Oh, dude, it's so confusing. Did Eren maybe realize here, like Eren knew about the Attack Titans stuff, right? But Eren sort of realized here, maybe he can sort of manipulate Grisha by almost like, saying and doing what he's doing over here, like he did there at the end when he was trying to kill the Founding Titan and stuff like that, because he knew Grisha was going to see it in the future, to make sure that Grisha did it, or like make Grisha his puppet, or brainwash, or make Grisha do it the way things Eren wants wants it done, right? That sort of makes sense. Maybe Eren realized right here. That's why he did what he did when he was about to steal the Founding Titan. Because he knew if he said all that stuff right there and all that stuff, Grisha was going to see it because Eren's memories. Back then, Grisha saw Eren's future memories. If I don't know if it's making sense to you, if that's getting through, and it's complicated, but yeah, he's seeing almost like someone's there. All bearded man can't possibly Zeke. Yeah, see, he saw it. So he saw Eren's memories here, or he saw Eren's memories of Zeke showing him these memories. You know, if that makes sense. Just to him, it's not. He saw the memories. And I think Eren started to realize here, wait a minute. I can make things go the way I want to here by sort of manipulating Grisha or showing Grisha these memories. Maybe you can, while you're the Attack Titan, you can decide which memories to show your predecessor. And that's what Eren was trying to do here. If you want to go even more advanced, I guess. Yeah, Eren's just like, okay, I know what's going on here. I know what's going down. Memories of the future. Yep, that's what this episode was called and why it was called that. Insane. Let you grow freely. To think you, and now you realize, to think you were never brainwashed by him. Exactly. This was pointless before I wanted to hear anything. Exactly. Why did you betray me? Well, I told you nothing and made you an a Titan. This is where Zeke's like, now Zeke is just like, now he can't figure out Eren at all. Zeke is like, at a loss here, is like, now I don't understand. Now Zeke is like, why are you betraying me? You saw all of this. You're not brainwashed. Fighting just like you wanted. Oh no. I think this is just going all according to Eren's plan. Post ending the conflict. What are you planning to do with Founding Titan's power? And Grisha knows because he saw it and he said it was terrible. And Grisha's the one that wanted to restore Aldia, right? And for him to say what Eren's going to do is messed up, what is he going to do? Is he just gonna do the rumbling? I am who I've always been. Yeah, exactly. It's always been this way from the moment I was born. Zeke seeing these memories of when but they did kill these people in self-defense. Sort of weird how Eren is using his words here because I don't know if he back then necessarily thought that way, but I would just think what going through the mind is like, you know, try and take out the trash or, you know, save Mikasa or save the person in danger. You might have thought we were the same, but you're wrong. I think someone steal my friend, I steal theirs first. That's a crazy way of putting it. Because rivers and dangerous animals, they happen to look like people. I remember him saying that. That's a crazy thing to say. But then again, at this point in time, I was just looking like, this was just like self-defense, saving Mikasa, all that stuff. Not a convenient little brother to share emotional scars with. Confront perfectly what you were hoping for. Yeah. It was Eren talking about himself or talking about Zeke? All I see is a man who can't accept himself. Okay, he's technically talking about Zeke, I think, yeah. Until he denies his father's wish to restore Aldia. I think he was necessarily talking about Zeke there. Haunted by his dead father. I think he's just referring to Zeke here. That guy said man is grateful to his father. Jeez. Yeah, that words out of his mouth. Opens his son's eyes, I guess. Saved the world from the threat of Aldia. See, I was against this the whole time, but now he's sort of like, oh shit, what is Eren going to do? Even though I still don't agree with how he wants to go about it, so I think it looks like I'm guessing this. I'm back in this neutral territory again. He thought they should plan it any time, but he didn't. But he said, "Yeah, I won't abandon." Trying to still convince Eren. And at this point, now you can start saying maybe he sort of is making sense because it seems like when Eren's about to do something crazy and trying to save him and stuff like that, even though he doesn't know what's going to happen or what's going on. But still, like I said, I can't agree with Zeke's plan as well. But then as well, I don't think I'm going to agree with what Eren's going to do according to what Grisha said. So there again, he saw Eren, which most likely Eren is showing him this memory of what Eren is seeing right now, with Zeke showing Grisha's memories. It's so confusing to try and explain that. Or you just technically say, let's dumb it down. Right there, Grisha is seeing what Eren is seeing right now. Because he can see future inheritors' memories. So, yep, and I think this, yeah, Eren is starting to pop it, right? So, okay, we'll get to that. This is insane. Actually worked out. Yeah, we saw all of this first season. Yeah, Zeke is just still like blown by all of this. Like he couldn't believe this. I see, like, let's say Zeke maybe saw all of Grisha, or is this the first time Zeke is seeing his memories and he's just showing it to Eren once again? I don't know. I'm sort of confused because lots of things Zeke is seeing is confused by. Unless this is Eren like changing the things currently, right? And you must know back here, Grisha has already seen some of Eren's memories, probably. Well, I could say, okay, you already saw that one in the basement while he was holding the key and stuff like that. Outside world is like, yeah, take that place. Yeah, just look at Grisha's face. And there you can see, it's almost like he's looking straight at Eren. Because Eren is probably showing him this. What current Eren is seeing right now. Yeah, you can see he's a bit shocked. And here's the confrontation. Came from the outside walls, subject to me just like all of you. You see, the coordinate, the place where all paths intersect. Their time is both instant and infinite. All paths intersect. Like, I don't understand why they're still saying paths. It's different outcomes, different futures, different pasts. Interesting. They haven't still fully explained that. Yeah, this is gonna be a long review. This is insane. Titans attacking the walls. So yeah, this is weird how this then played out. So maybe back then he actually really didn't want to or couldn't do it because of the children and everything. But then he saw Eren's future memories and that caused him to do it. That's why there was like sort of the confusion. It's like, wait, is he not going to do it? Zeke is like, is the past changing? Because it looks like, yeah, he just, before doing it, he wanted to try them to stop. You have to kill the Titans attacking the walls. Wife and children before the people of the walls are eaten. I wonder if he was already... Can he see some of the future inheritors' memories before they have inherited the attack Titan? So could he see small Eren's memories and see that the war is going to be attacked, yada yada? I don't think it's that no, I think he can only probably see their memories after they've inherited the attack Titan. That only makes sense. It's almost like he's saying before this happens, before my wife and children, before the people of the world are eaten. We mustn't escape our sins. Yeah, see, this is where I sort of didn't agree with her as well, how they must pay for their ancestors' sins and shit like that. I still don't agree with that. Has come for the subjects of Emeria. Comes to great power, people are weak, yeah? Something from the Great Titan War. Mustn't allow the power of Titans to fall into people's hands. If the founders fall into weak hands, all shall become hell. Huh. I wonder if Eren counts as that, but Eren I think just counts maybe as dangerous, or I don't know. Sins and accept sins and welcome our ruin. Obviously, Zeke is on the same page as her. But this whole family is talking about Grisha. Yeah, until he saw something else. But you once said you saw this memory and were disgusted with him. So I wonder if Eren... Okay, so Eren did see this because he saw Grisha's memories, right? But, of course, you know, founding Titan, I think that's how it works. But at that point, he obviously couldn't see that him and Zeke were here. And that Eren could influence Grisha with his future memories. He thought his dad just did it. And, you know, there was no, like, influence. But Eren, right here, is like, Eren's was on influence. Like, almost like Eren was technically changing the past in it. Bruh. Was that a lie too? Just look at Eren, you know? It's almost like Eren figured it out and it's like, wait, this is how Eren knows about the Attack Titan's power. This is how I get things to go my way and Grisha to do what I want and everything. I'll technically rewrite the past, technically let things go the way I want by showing people of the past, a person of the past, my current future memories to almost sort of manipulate them, right? Or, dude. It's insane. Just look at Eren's face though. It's right where the wall was broken. They said, my house is right where the wall was broken. Did Did it already happen? Was it already happening while he was doing this? And then word got through? I doubt. Which, in this case, did it make sense that Eren show him memories of while he was a kid too? Because he's talking about, what's his name? The wall being broken and stuff like that. And the wall is right there. My house is right where the wall was broken. So, or maybe, unless, no, this makes sense. After Eren inherited the Attack Titan, then Eren, maybe if Eren replays memories of what he saw that day, then Grisha can see it as well. I think that's maybe the case. I think that makes more sense. How about the ants? The people of the walls don't know about the ancestors' sins, exactly. Because you raise, yeah, we know all this. Keep raising the memories, all that stuff. Yeah, see, this is where I agree with Grisha. All this he's saying here, right? And then you think the ignorant getting eaten by Titans is atonement? That is not. That doesn't make sense. Won't bring back any lives out and still. Yeah, the day stole or whatever happened back then, not the current people. Being beyond the walls. Ignorant acceptables hatred. Yeah, see, I don't agree with that. I don't like the sound of that. And there you can see Eren, man. Jeez. Yep, and see, the way Grisha is looking there probably is because, you know, once again, he's seeing Eren's future memories. He's seeing what Eren, back then he saw what Eren is seeing right now. And he realized that while he was standing there. Damn. And they just showed, can it just pop up spontaneously like that? Yeah, he wasn't touching anyone or while he was sleeping, he was seeing that stuff and all that. Damn, Eren. Yeah, Eren's not agreeing with this at all. Pointless trying to persuade me. Even if you steal the Founding Titan from me, and then this is where stuff gets even more insane. I know I can't use the Founding Titan's power. So I don't know if you already figured that out, when you figured that out, or Eren technically showed him that he can't. He was surprised by it. And even Zeke. See, Zeke is like getting blown away by all of this. Like, Eren is technically rewriting the story, manipulating Grisha, getting Grisha to do this and that, and it's almost technically, like I said, it in a way it makes sense, but also doesn't make sense. It's almost like he's rewriting the past, or he's letting stuff in the past go the way he wants to by, you know, showing that person of the past his future memories. It's weird how he can influence it like that, right? Because what he's seeing right now, by seeing these past memories, and then showing that to Grisha from back then in the past, and then Grisha is seeing it, the future memories, while he's in that past, and it's crazy and confusing. Each of the 9 Titans has its own special trait, exactly. So this is where it gets insane, including the Attack Titan within me. For ages, the inheritors of the Attack Titan have never bowed to anyone. See, that's sort of a trend that we've seen. I know the reason why. Fight the king's self-righteousness. In a way that makes a bit sense. And see Eren here, man. We were led by our memories, all for this moment. Yeah, we were led by our memories. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can glimpse. The Attack Titan can glimpse in. So, see, yeah. It's just like. I forgot. It's the Attack Titan special trait. So, nothing to do with touching anyone, stuff like that in Founding Titan. It just happens. Can glimpse into the memories of its future inheritors. That's insane how that can work. Able to know the future. That is insane. And now Zeke is just like, wait a minute. What does this mean? Exactly. It's like Eren. Dude, and this just makes it it's like Eren's. It's like Eren's had everyone in the palm of his hands. Technically. Well, maybe from this moment onwards, where he started to realize. When he was when he saw Grisha seeing that, and he's like, wait. Because previously, that doesn't make sense. He probably saw the future there. Well, I guess, yeah, because since he had that Attack Titan, you can see the future and stuff like that. So, yeah, this could have been all, like, technically also part of the plan. I don't know. Special trait, never heard about it. And see, how are you bound by the vow-renouncing war? Will you use the Founding Titan's power either? Yeah. And Zeke said he broke that, so Zeke was going to be able to use it. This is where I eat the founder and end the royal bloodline. And then he stopped himself, actually. He said he can't do it. He can't kill the kids. Stuff like that. He's a doctor. He saves lives. Can't kill children. And there we go. Grisha's supposed to take the founder, slaughter family out. The past can't just change. See, and I think this is where it gets confusing because what Eren saw with Grisha's memories and stuff and Zeke and whatnot, they saw that, yes, but they didn't see this that's going on right now. Eren technically rewriting the past or manipulating Grisha by showing him these future memories that he's experiencing right now by Zeke showing him Grisha's past, and then Grisha back then saw Eren's future memories, and now Eren figured out. I think this is how it goes. Eren figured out while he's here, he can sort of manipulate Grisha or get him to make things go the way he wants because, showing him his future memories, showing him the memories that he's seeing right now. Yeah, and there's obviously Mr. Asshole in the back screaming like that. And there she was confused. But then Eren, exactly. So this here, everything that Eren's doing and saying here, Grisha saw this back then because, like I said 100 times now, you can see Eren's future memories. So he saw this that Eren's seeing right now. So it's almost like Eren is standing right next to him, and this is like almost actually happening, which is insane. Yeah, the way he's standing right there, he saw this. Grisha actually saw this because Eren showed it to him. So Eren could just dude, Eren almost wanted to say he sort of mastermind this. My dogs, there we go. Dinah, Kruger, avenged them all. And then he got him to do it. And he wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for Eren's intervention here. By showing him these memories. Yeah. And then he went and did it. Started the story. That's how Eren got him to do this. And the Eren back then that saw these memories probably didn't know. Or did he? Because he can see the future. And he found out from a future inheritor about what happened. See, dude, there's so much ways, there's so many different ways what exactly could have happened and how it could have went. Here we go, Eren did it. Or made him did it. Made him do it. So I remember this back then when he kissed Historia's hand, right? Titan royal blood. Something happened to activate and Eren saw something. So you can think about it maybe as this, right? Now that we know that place and, Eren touching Zeke and they got to that place. I wonder back then when Eren, and remember that place is sort of, time goes by in an instant, but at the same time it's infinite. So at the outside time didn't move at all, but on the inside it could have went on for who knows how long. Maybe, this is technically probably what happened. Back here when Eren touched Historia and the Fun Titan powers activated at that point, maybe already went to the coordinate and maybe already set up some stuff there and saw some stuff and maybe Ymir is actually on his side and I don't know. But I'm pretty sure back then Eren probably already went to the coordinate and he saw some shit and maybe prepared some shit already. Because why did they show us that again there? I'm almost done. It's just like there's so much. And Zeke is just like, what the hell am I witnessing? It's almost like they're building Eren up actually to like how it felt in part one of the final season actually to be like main antagonist. And he's talking to Eren while he's saying this. See, all but their father, so he left him alive for a reason as well. Just probably because Eren already saw stuff in the future and that told him not to do it so things can go a certain way because Eren also saw into the future and I think Eren masterminded this. I think he might have masterminded this. All of this. Are you happy now, yeah? Is this what you wanted? Will Alder be saved because of this? Jeez. I don't know. What is Eren doing? Why won't you... And Eren's obviously not even showing him everything. He doesn't know if Carla was alive and all that stuff. The war being destroyed the day it happens. Yeah, see, so Eren, I think Eren did show him that. But I think that's a case of Eren having the founding Titan. Or after being given the attack Titan powers and then probably like replaying the memory to himself and letting Grisha see what happened on that day. Because I don't think you can see Eren's memories while he didn't have the attack Titan. that maybe wouldn't make sense. Eren probably showed it to him, current Eren, or whenever, you know what I mean? By just replaying it in his head and seeing it again. So like, he didn't even tell it, he didn't even show him if his mother survived, anything like that. Maybe he didn't want to show him that, because that was gruesome. But it's really the only way. Yeah, dude, and Zeke's just a loss here. Can't you Zeke? Yeah, see, and Eren is letting him see this, because it's almost like he knows Zeke is here and he's talking to Zeke right here. From here on, things won't go your way. Only Eren will get what he wants. Oh my god. He masterminded this. And yeah, Grisha says, yeah, I saw Eren's memories of what comes next. Never imagined it'd be so terrible. What is Eren going to do? Is it just going to be the rumbling, or is it going to be much worse? Dude, looks like Eren is generally turning out to be the antagonist. Or I don't know if that is the only way to save Eldia, what Eren's going to do. And it looks bad to us, but we don't even know what he's going to do now. So, Zeke up, and he sees Zeke. You know, showing him this. And yeah, now he's over here, why does this feel like deja vu? Terrible father, and now he's having regret. Dude, Zeke is just like at a loss. And now he's telling Zeke to stop Eren, because obviously what Eren is going to do is that terrible that he's telling Zeke to stop him. But why didn't he? Obviously they can't reveal it to us. That would just spoil the whole plot. But he didn't even tell Zeke what. And Zeke got a little bit of closure here, technically. Stop Eren. Eren, what are you going to do? Oh, yo, look at that face. All according... Like I said last episode, Eren checkmated Zeke. Then I was like, oh fuck, Zeke's got him. But then again, it's probably all part of his plan. Oh my word, what are you going to... Dude, that was intense. We went on much longer than usual as well. Anyway, that was an insane episode. If you guys enjoyed that as much as I did, also this brief little look, and maybe, hopefully, I don't even know if I'm 100% correct or correct about anything of this. Maybe it gave you some new theories. Maybe it cleared your mind a bit, or make you see something you didn't see before, or understand a bit better. I don't know. Whatever it did for you, I hope it worked. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, if you want to support me, best way to do that would be on Patreon. Link in the description down below, and I will see you guys for the next Attack on Titan. Peace.